Hello and welcome, Pocket Watch here, and it's about time for another episode of White Album2, and let's continue with the festival on the Valentine's. I have nothing to say really in the beginning right now, so let's just continue. Hojo Valentine's concert. A musical event whose performances are reserved exclusively for the students of Hojo University in accord with the project known as Hojo Broadcast. Hosted by the group comprising the Mini FM Station Broadcasting and Research Club. Along with the summer life that will take place on the first day of summer vacation, is considered to be one of the biggest events planned by said club. In contrast to the summer life, which apparently puts more focus on the rock genre, this event in particular is more fitting for the season. A lot of solo and acoustic bands performers are to be expected, and the song also mainly serene and ballad-like. And given the fact that the FM station is the main host of the event, today's performances will not only be shown in the auditorium hall, but also broadcasted live for students within the university. That's why there's always a sizable number of students remaining on the campus on this particular day every year, despite the fact that it's a spring break. Oh yeah, you two! I was hoping to never see you again, Sayuri. You were kinda... okay, reasonable.
こっちだろ、北なんだから。
結構歩く。
Ako, okay.
同じ敷地内なのに。にしてもさ、バレンタインコンサートなのに、なんで男がおぎそ一人なのよ。
知るかよ。勝手についてきやがって。俺が誘ったのは一人だけだっての。
Oh, okay. Hope you invited Ako.
ごめんね。
If that was actually one of them.
ね、聞こえてた?
Oh, that was... oh, he asked Sayuri. God damn it. Run away, Takahiro. Oh, hey, goodies. I mean, Koharu. And you.
大丈夫やだ。何か顔色悪くない？気分悪いならどこかで休もうか？大丈夫。そういうんじゃないから。
Why we can't have like main road with the girl with glasses like that? That is not Yada. Can't we have that? Like DLC or something?
いやけど明らかに足取りが重いような。
ほら美穂子、ちゃんと確かめるって言ったのはあなただよ。私
Yeah, okay.
何を？
I mean, Haruki and Togiso, yeah.
おぎそ弟には関係ないの。女の子たちの事情を軽々しく。
全員分のチケット用意したの俺なんだけど。
Wow.
姉の七光のくせに。そもそも来週入試本番でしょうがあんた。でも楽しみだよね。おぎそくんのお姉さんと。
I'm very curious if she's actually going to sing or she's going to stutter and like stop singing in the middle or something. You know?
未だに付属の伝説だもんね。おぎそのお姉さんと東間和沙のユニット。私も生で見たかったな。
Like, you know, maybe like she will start singing and then memories are going to start flooding her and she will just break on the stage. Because of it, she will be unable to continue. That is possibility. Like, she thinks like she can do it, but then suddenly she won't be able to.
何度も言うけどさ、姉ちゃんの方は大したことないぞ。
さあ、美穂子。みんなごめんね。待たせちゃって。よし。それじゃあ行こうか。
あれ？
おぎそ、何してるの？行くよ。
ああ、悪い。
やっぱり周りはカップルばかりかな。だったらちょっと痛いな。
Did he... Oh no! He actually... My bad. Yeah, I forgot. Takehiro had a thing for Koharu, I think. Yeah. We had a glimpse of this in Koharu Road, I think. Yeah. Yeah, he invited Koharu. So the rest just... came along. Okay.
バレンタインだもんね。私は別に構わないけど。
弟には関係ない？
Okay.
参ったな。
That's a lot, huh? I would expect Takahiro-kun would come, more or less, but I never would imagine he'd bring those two along. Yeah. Koharu and Yada. Yada. It's likely that she's the only one who... No, there are only two spectators that have come to visit this event with me in mind. I really don't want to imagine what expectations have coming here, though. What expectations they have coming here, though. Yeah. This still, how do I say this? Now that I know they're going to be watching me, I know all the more that I really can't afford to screw this up.
本当に俺たちだけで行くのか？男二人でバレンタインコンサートって
仕方ないだろ。サトコのやつ絶対に嫌だって言うんだから。
Oh my god.
そりゃそうだろ。他の女の子目当てだなんて言ったら。
Wait. I think I mistook names? Wait. Where have I heard the name Satoko? Wait. I don't think... Wait. Did I mistook like Satoko for something else? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think like for a second like there's a character in White Album that's called Satoko and I thought like Satoko is actually the annoying one. Her name was Sayuri. For a second my brain froze and I thought like Sayuri Satoko. I remembered Satoko from Higurashi. Okay, never mind. That's from where I remember the name probably.
女の子ったって出演者じゃん。コンサートなんだから歌聴きに行って何が悪い？
別の思惑が透けて見えなきゃな。お前付属出身だったよな。
いやマジで可愛いんだって小木曽先輩。お前が本物のことないって言うからわざわざ誘ってやった。
彼女の代わりだけどな。ま、興味ないって言ったら嘘になる。
早く行こうぜ。なるべく近くで見たいし。
最前列はやめような。カップルの客に会われんだ。
There are people who have been drawn by the illusion, spinning 3 years. 3 years too, an underclassman from high school no less. Come to think of it, even 3 years ago our upperclassmen from the university came in droves too. And even though it was just a short little event hosted by our high school, yeah. Ogiso's a star as always, huh? Sets now. What's slightly strange is that not everyone seems to be heading to the concert venue. I don't know what her face reminds me here in the background, but it reminds me of some series. I don't know what. Like this expression is so goofy, it reminds me of something, but I cannot place my head on what. I cannot tell you what I think about. I have no idea. It reminds me of something. I don't know what. Concert venue. Cafeteria, cafe and many other facilities are filled with students who are supposed to be enjoying their spring break. I imagine they're taking up positions in places where they can listen to the live broadcast due to the limited hall capacity. No one appears to have any inclination to move until the concert opening. This does seem to be a common occurrence every year, but even then, compared to last year, this year the turnout is really... Yeah, I mean, Seth's nice singing, apparently. Supposed to sing, so yeah. Pretty much. That that's what's happening. There's nothing to worry about. I think it's more important for us to be more conscious of the fact now instead.
ねってば、春樹。
Yeah, he's like so deep in thought he don't even realize someone's talking to him. As I thought, so that sounds really amazing. That was your voice, right? Despite having spent whole years in obscurity, her brilliance remains unblemished, even in the slightest. Oh, never mind, that was Chiaki. God damn it. As I was lost in thought, I suddenly felt a moist sensation.
久しぶりの仰せなのに。
Wow.
相変わらず釣れないな、春樹くんは。
泉
I did not expect to see you again, to be honest. On the other hand, I didn't expect that Koharu as well. But somehow I expected you even less. On my ear of all places.
何やってんのこんなとこで。お、食べる？
Yeah, brand name.
俺はそっちやめんか
Wow, she's just shoving it. I was about to say that's my line, but she ends up stuffing a pocky stick into my mouth.
何変なわかんないへん。
Great.
何本食べる？
Amazing. And then, after taking other half of the pocky bee that I bit into and throwing it into her mouth, she takes another one from the box and stuffs it into her mouth again.
試験の時はまるで顔出さなかったくせに
Her usual way of taking things at her own pace again blows away all of the surprise, anger, and concern I feel for her.
いや、
Felt for her.
今日だって本当は忙しいんだけどね。でも居場所取り上げられたし。
Okay.
だからもう少し俺にも分かる
You
よ
agreed for someone to play your role for a second? Damn.
何より春樹の晴れ舞台だし。ね。
知ってたのか
春樹のことなら何でも。
Yeah.
信じてないな。結構引くくらい詳しいのに。
Yeah, I'm sure. I wouldn't say terrified, but I'm a bit taken aback by the fact that she knows about it. I can't help but put a bitter smile on. Even though she almost never showed up in the lecture hall or the lab, she seems to pick up on this sort of intel so quickly.
にしても、さっきから挙動ってるよね。私結構前から春樹のこと見てたんだ。
相変わらず嫌なとこ見てんなお前
もしかしてビビってる？大勢の客の前で演奏すること。
ビビってるのは確かだけど別に失敗を怖がってるわけじゃない
It's not been a month since I started practicing it again. I never hoped for a success to begin with. I don't have to worry about the worst case scenario either. In fact, it's probably what's going to happen anyway. Yeah, like he's mostly afraid for actually Setsuna reaction, probably.
じゃあ何に？
俺のパートナーの相変わらず
Yeah.
人気にかな
Time is over and not used to singing at all at this point.
3年経ったけど未だに全然釣り合い取れてないって再認識したというか
のろけ？
そう解釈できるニュアンスが見て取れるなら俺も結構前向きってことかもな
言うじゃん。
ここまでが茨の道だったからなそりゃ少しは言いたくもなるさ
All the money I poured into the phone bills, all those times I lent her a listening ear, all those times I shed the skin of my fingers, all those times I tried to reassure her, and all those times I told her I love her.
そっか。そうなんだ。私はね、本当はあんたの思いの深さを知ってるよ。
Mm-hmm.
そうなんだよ
I know it too.
チケットあったらちょうだいよ。入手できなかったんだよね、私。
Of course you had the second motive. Of course. Or like that was actually your first motive. Of course.
あるけどでもあと1枚しか
I mean, you are going to be like on stage. You don't need a ticket.
で、
ほらよ
Wow.
受け取ったからには絶対見に来いよ
There's not much time until it starts anyway. I doubt I could find anyone else to give it at this point. I'm not exactly sure why, but it feels like giving this ticket to her is the most appropriate thing to do.
よしこれで目的も達成したしそれじゃあ
I just thought about this. Imagine like Kazusa didn't went back to I think like Italy, right? After her mother concert, and she's still in Japan, and she heard about Setsuna singing actually on the Valentine's Day, and she's going for the concert, and she's going to be somewhere there. Holy shit! Imagine if that would happen, and Haruki would see her. That would just like destroy everything. But yeah, Setsuna wrote, so not gonna happen. But just imagine like the catastrophe.
ああ、それじゃあ後で。
また人のホームに乗り込んできたんだから腹くくって
God damn it.
最高のパフォーマンス見せてよね
Well, at least you told me this time
最高
that I have to expect you.
大したことないけどな。ま、でも最善は尽くす。
頑張ってね春樹
Whenever winter has ended. Yeah.
と聞かせてもらうからね
Yep. You don't care if the concert is going to be like good, like musically. She just care if like Haruki says emotions are going to be actually settled during this. She's going to observe them like on emotional level.
Oh.
After taking the ticket from my hand, Izumi walks out triumphantly and disappears from my field of vision. In the end, once again, I'm left with nothing but the half teasing encouragement from her. I was unable to ask her about the vague riddles intertwined with the words she spoke. Like, did that Pocky have anything in particular to do with today? And just what she's been doing since the beginning of the April semester. I don't know. I don't think like she's doing the same act as in her road, because she doesn't have enough study about Haruki and Sasuna, but yeah. She's still an actress, so they probably work on some play.
お、竹谷じゃん。
Okay.
養子とか2年ぶりくらい
Oh, from high school probably. Okay.
研究棟にこもりっぱなしだとなかなかそっち行く機会がなくて。
そっかお前理工だったっけ
あ、悪い。連れと来てんだ。じゃあな。水沢さんも。
あうんまたね
Okay.
今の誰だ
東洋浜1年の時同じクラスだったろ
ああなんとなく覚えがあるような
Okay, first year here in university. Okay, never
にして
mind.
も竹谷男の顔もちゃんと覚えてるんだ
うるせえな
結構
Nice.
入ってる
まあもともと小さい箱だしチケットもただ同然だし毎
Okay.
年
毎年来てんの
安く上がる割にはムードいいからな他の彼
Of course.
リスクは伴うけど
ごめん3メートル離れて歩くわそういう誤解受けるの最低だし
Wow.
大丈夫今の彼女の中にうちの学生はいない混乱を避けるため全員アウトソーシング
Jesus.
元の意味を彼女たちに謝れ
Ah, Takeya.
待ってる
明らかにいつもより入ってるこれも刹那ちゃん
Pretty much.
あそこにいるのリツコだほら3年の時 B 組
そうか
な
Nah.
んで顔隠すの
I guess she was his girlfriend at some point.
いやちょっと
へえ隣にいるの同じ B 組だった島津じゃん
だとあいつ別れてまだ一月しかいや
やっぱ離れて座るわ
Yeah.
それにしてもここまで昔の知り合いが多いと
みんなトラウマになってるんだねあの学園祭ライブが
元の意味とみんなに謝れ本人たちにとっては正しいのかもしれない
Pretty much, yeah.
ほんと
I'm excited and scared at the same time
30分前なのに
of this concert.
元からコンサート目当てのカップルに付属の連中とラジオで初めてせつなちゃんの曲を聴いた新規のファンが混ざってる感じかな
何割くらいが刹那目当てかな
半々くらいと見た小木曽せつな伝説衰えずだな
付属時代
Yeah, it's been 3 years.
小さいけどね
当たり前だ3年間引退してたみたいなもんなんだから彼女
Uh huh.
大丈夫かな 本当に歌えるのかな。
Yeah, that's my question. Like, she sang to herself, basically. I think it was like yesterday, right? Or 2 days ago. I forgot the date. But yeah, like actually singing here on the crowd and stuff, I don't know. I have a feeling like something, like she's going to break on the stage or something. Like stop singing, I don't know, like it's too good to like actually happen, you know what I mean?
3年前
Like
と同じように
something is bound to happen here.
けどとりあえず今の俺たちの心配は席の確保だ。
まさかここまで埋まってるとはね。どうする？諦めて立ち見に。水沢さん、飯塚さん、こっちこっち。
Maybe she will not actually get on stage at all after all. Like in the last moment she's going to decide that she cannot do it. That's also a possibility.
こっちです。最前列。
Of course, Tomo is here.
取ってありますよ。柳原。
どんな神経してんだよあいつ。
Yeah. Have you met Tomo before? Okay. Howjo University North Hall, the venue is for today's concert. It's somewhere far deep into the sports ground away from the main school building by about the highway width, in a very isolated corner past even all the other club buildings. The small and aged auditorium hall, even though it takes at least a 15-minute walk from the closest place on the campus to reach this location in the middle of nowhere, today, the line of guests stretched all the way to the outside. There are couples, groups of friends, and people who have come alone. Some people are killing time by chatting with their girlfriends while waiting for the concert to start. Some are huddling around the ashtrays outside smoking. Others are just enjoying the atmosphere outside and not going in. Winter is upon us, and it's quite chilly now at night, but the excitement in the air seems to have made people forget just how cold it truly is. Also, recently someone finished the game, and apparently, like on Discord, and apparently game good. I guess.
久しぶり。
And Setsuna good apparently as well. So it's not just like just a time thing. Like she's like forgiven from the past things apparently. I don't know. I may not be able to like say bad things about Setsuna soon or later. I don't know when, but apparently she could. I mean, she's getting better and better, like in this road. Like this is insane, but yeah, still having any issues, right? A little bit, a little bit. In front of this auditorium hall, Setsuna appears before me with an eager look in her eyes, her breath puffed up soft clouds of white. Even though she's wearing a coat, her body is still shivering from the immense
4
cold.
時間ぶりくらいかな。今までどうしてた？
4 hours.
シャワー浴びて、ほんのちょっとだけ仮眠して、それから着替えたら、もう出かける時間。
俺は結局あの後も練習してた。寝過ごすのが怖かったし。
Yeah, the Haruki is like me. The problem is I go to sleep anyway. Like my recent problem with like recording anything is like I'm coming back from work and I'm like, you know, I will take a short nap and then I will record, and then I wake up like 2 or 3 hours later, even though I had like few alarm clocks up. And then it's very late, like right now. God damn it.
私、目覚まし3つもかけたよ。それでも結局お母さん。
Okay, Setsuna like me too. Outside of no one is taking me out of bed, and if anything, I will just be late somewhere. Up until this afternoon, we were practicing together. We're together for 2 whole days in a row. We went to a karaoke box in my apartment with the guitar in hand. We checked out numerous places where we thought we would be troubled others while practicing. Oh, so we were like together practicing, so you actually were singing with Haruki. We just had this off screen. You went actually to karaoke box, okay. So it was not just like one thing that we heard in the end of the episode, okay. By no means we could say we've perfected our performance, but as the time limit had arrived, we split up, and Sasna had to return home for the change of
どうして
clothes.
ここで待ってたの？先に入ってればよかったのに。
Okay, so they're not just going like without any really preparations, they actually prepared. Okay. Cool. I like that actually. That it's just like very spontaneous. I mean, it's still kind of spontaneous, but they at least like prepared a little bit, you know? Like Haruki got to know actually that, yeah, Setsuna actually want to sing this. Also, what they're going to sing exactly, I wonder. Tokanai Koi, I guess, like the obvious choice. Like what else, right?
覗いたんだけど、
Like, come on.
結構緊張気味でピリピリしてて、なんだか申し訳なくって出てきちゃった。
まあ、俺たち以外は本気だもんな。
Everyone else probably started preparing for this long time ago. It must look like incredibly strange house to them.
リハー
Pretty
サル
much.
欠席しちゃったね。
Like last time, huh?
仕方ないって。
Yeah.
そんなことやってる余裕なんかなかったんだから。
3 years ago it was because I had to nurse someone back to health. And she froze under the pressure. This time it's because we're simply not prepared.
それに、俺たちがやるのは1曲だけだし、用意するものだってこれ1本だけだし。
本当にいいのかな。私たち場違いじゃないのかな。
Because we're sticking out like a sore thumb, you are the singer. Like, everyone came here for you, basically. It's a situation from 3 years ago. Like, no one give a fuck about other members. Maybe some were interested in Kazusa, and actually more and more started to being interested in Kazusa. She even had to, like, give autographs and signs, right? As we remember in the backstage later. But yeah, like, originally everyone just came here for Setsuna. And so the story repeats itself. We don't have any track record or real experience to speak of, and we barely got any practice in. But despite that, we got a direct invitation from the people who hosted this event, and even got a special treatment of being allowed to perform last. Okay. Our group has now reassembled after our last and only performance 3 years ago, just to perform a single song. And the worst part may be that the sole member who could rely on for the music isn't with us this time. Okay,
大丈夫だ。
yeah. I can't let her see my own anxiety, just for today. I need to put on my best bravado. I can master it if it's the last thing I do. I'll be alright. It's something to say to reassure someone else. It's a phrase that exists to ease someone else's anxiety. That's why today, no matter what happens, I must protect Setsuna.
大丈夫だよって肩を叩いて、あなたは笑顔で元気をくれるね。
刹那。
Ah, I got chills. Oh. Ah, that was nice. This is what we were able to regain in the past 2 days. The old habit of Setsuna, where she started breaking into the song out of blue, in response to the overwhelming emotions welling into her from any accidental words. That's actually insane. I love it. Holy crap, this is so good.
その言葉があるから。だから心から幸せだよ。
離れてなんかいない。
Oh my god.
一緒だ。
春樹くん。
Her beautiful singing voice that resounds like a bell, and her adorable, bashful yet vivacious gestures. We've finally regained them. We've finally brought them back from our deepest memories. Is it possible I'm like close to the end of the road? Is this road so short?
始まる。
Like we're going to have this concert and this concert actually not going to end up bad? Because I totally expect like something wrong happening here, but like this feels too good. But what if it actually is going to end up well? Is this the end of the road? Like, we happy. Like, good ending. Like, nothing bad happened actually. Ah. I wonder if this road is actually that short. Because what else is left, right? Like, we end up together, and then what? Like, we can go for the ski trip, I guess. I don't know what to expect from this road anymore. Like, I feel like the relationship like that should be like near the end. What is prepared for the story? For today and for every day that follows from now on. Maybe like something going to happen. Like something going to happen. Like they're going to break up again or something. Like, I don't trust this. I have trust issues with White Album for whatever reasons. Maybe it's because Setsuna, who knows?
ちょっと来たね今の。ボーカルの人いい声してたよね。今までの中で一番。
Yeah, wait for Setsuna.
これであと何。
She's out of rusty though. 3 years, you know.
次の次。
何緊張してるのよやだ。大木曽は分からなくないにしても。そこはさ、今は深く考えないでにしても、もう残り2組か。結構あっという間。思ったよりひどいものだったよね。アマチュアの大学生ばっかりって話だったからそんなに期待してなかったんだけど。なかなかいい感じのコンサートだよね。こういう雰囲気でチョコ渡せるといいな。残念ながら一番必要なものが不足してるけどね。
いちいち俺の方を見ながらそういうこと言うな。ここに俺以外の人がいないのは俺のせいじゃない。
Wow.
だから私はそんなつもりじゃ。
Okay, yeah, Ako is into Takahiro. Okay, yeah.
うわーって遅れた。もう座るとこなんか全然ない。
Of course you're late. Like, you don't care about any other concert outside of Ogiso, so of course you will be late here. You knew that they would be at the end.
ほんとすごいね。ブランクなんかものともしない。さすがは伝説のユニット。ずっと追いかけてただけのことはあるよ。
うわ、後ろ立ち見出てるよ。
どうやら入場フリーにしたみたいね。もうすぐラストだし。
Okay.
マジで3年前の再現だな。ラジオの力か。
つまんなかったな今の。こうボーカルに引き込む。
Yeah, she only cares about Setsuna.
あんたさっきからけなしてばっかりね。一体何のために来たの？
もうちょい楽しもうって気はないのかよ。一番乗りで最前列を確保し。
Nah. She just wants to see Setsuna suffer.
聞く価値がない歌を正直に。
At least that's what she's saying.
あんなならまだ私が歌った方がマシよ。
Huh?
いやー、友の歌なら3年前に聞いたけど。
Oh, so that's not that good, huh?
あれからレッスンだって通ってる。
Wow.
もう昔の私だと思わないことね。あ、一応自覚あるんだ。
Damn.
昔は
いや、そこまででもなかったから。
Come on, Takaya.
やっとあと2組か。もう疲れてきちゃった。今のうちに言っとくけどさ、あいつらが出てきた時にやじったりけなしたりしたらつまみ出すからね。本気でやれる。
I believe it.
やってみれば。
I believe it.
お前らな。修羅バルならせめて俺を巡ってにしてくれよ。
Wouldn't be surprised. Okay, the waiting room.
もうすぐだな。
Mm-hmm. At last, it's right before us. The group that was originally going to be the last is up, and they're playing their last song. In less than 10 minutes, it will be our turn to stand atop that stage. It's been 3 years since we were last in the spotlight.
ねえ似合ってるかななんていつもの服だけど
Yeah, they look good. That's cool. Cessna spins in a circle in front of me. Recon clothes are quite chic and practical, a lot different from the stage outfits she had back then. But as nice as she looks, she's only wearing her plain casual clothes. As much as someone might say that they're beautiful and complement the stage well, they're simply not comparable to how she looked 3 years ago. Oh yeah,
や
definitely.
ってる。今の刹那にとても合ってる。
Yeah. But I think I just said those precise coming from the bottom of my heart. Like, Haruki is right here. Fit you the way you are right now. Like, back then she used to be more like the actual, like, you know, idol on the pedestal and everything. She really enjoyed singing, eyes on her and everything, right? And now she's like unsure, to be honest. Like, she's like, I enjoy singing again, but I don't know if I want like everyone to look at me. You know? Something like that. I agree with Haruki here.
ありがとう春樹くんも似合ってるよ
そっか。
We spent some time giving each other silly compliments like that, but when we both broke into embarrassing sort of laughter. All the girls who have finished their performances have already left, so it's only Sets and me left in the waiting room. We can still hear the currently performing group playing. We can also hear the noise the crowd is making. We can feel the quiet and excited atmosphere from here.
みんなうまいよね
あ
しょぼいよね私たち
I don't know, I haven't heard you practicing, but you're probably going to kill it.
あ、少なくともこれからコンサートに出ようって感じじゃないよな。
Like, everyone's just going to be amazed, probably. Unless 3 years actually make you suck at it. Who knows?
服も
Okay.
腕も意気込みもどれも遠く
別にいいじゃないか。俺たちは俺たちにできることをすれば。
それしかないよね
Actually, Haruki didn't change that much since the last concert. In 3 years ago, he also had very similar attitude. Yeah, let's just give our best shot. Like, we have like 2 weeks left to the concert, you know? I know it's not enough time, but we'll do what we can. And that was in comparison to what Kazusa was saying, like, we cannot be perfect in the time of like 2 weeks or whatever that the time was there. Like, Kazusa would not believe that would be a good concert. And Haruki had this attitude. This is our first reunion in 3 years. No one would expect us to perform on the same level as before. And it's not like we're that great to begin with. It's given that they won't have any high hopes for us. That's what I need to tell myself right now. Yeah, okay. Sure.
春樹くんステージに上がる前に言っておきたいことがあるの
Oh? What is it?
何？
私ね私今から
Oh yeah.
歌う
And that's why
思い出す
I'm afraid of how this will end. I have a feeling like you're going to break on stage. Like you're not going to finish the song or something. This is like it's happening too smoothly. Something's going to something. But my prediction in the previous episode was wrong, so maybe my prediction in this one as well is going to be wrong. And that's exactly what I've been hoping for. It's the path that Cessna had chosen to take in order to move forward.
そして思い出したらあなたを嫌いになってしまうかもしれない憎んでしまうかもしれない
Yeah, she's going to remember exactly everything. Oh, it's not the future that I desire at all. It's risk that Cessna must take in order to move on.
だから
Okay. There we go. There we go. I'm excited. And scared. Ah. Okay. It's time.
わかった。
ありがとう。
What happened? You talked behind my back. Oh, okay. You mean the hating thing? Okay, sure. Not gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen. It's just her superstition. I don't think she have in her like that kind of thing to like actually start hating Haruki. I think she's going to just forgive him, and they're going to end up together. I mean, like hating Haruki would be like totally valid from her perspective, though. Yeah. Like, come on. Come on. Finally, the performance of the group before us came to an end. In less than 5 minutes, we'll be standing on the stage facing a full house of spectators as we play our music for them. There's nowhere left to run, and there's no time left to practice anymore. It's just like how it was 3 years ago. No, I'd say our current situation is even more worse than what it was back then.
行こうか。
楽しくやろうね。みんなを驚かせることはできないかもしれないけど、
I love how it's not
ことを忘
this
れたら
positive here. Wonder if she's acting like that or she's actually positive.
忘れたら
It's hard to tell if that's
次は
not.
笑顔でごまかして。
Okay.
忘れるわけないよ。だってこれ私たちだけの歌なんだから。
You kinda forgetting that this song is for Setsuna, right? For Kazusa, right?
刹那。
Yeah, I think like Haruki just picked up on this as well. Like, you know?
じゃあ行こう。
Yeah, she's like, I think like she's saying this, that this song is hour long, just to be able to sing this, you know, to move forward, just to give herself a courage to actually do it. If she would say like it's a song for the three of us, or like for her, you know, that would totally be different. She kinda wants to not remember Kazusa now, but she's going to remember her very well. She's still in denial. I'm very curious where this is going. There's so many things that I still haven't done. Time we have is so limited that I don't even have the time to feel scared, let alone overcome any such fear. I don't know if we'll be able to truly restore the bond that we once destroyed. But right now, we need to pour all our efforts from the mere past 2 days into just 3 minutes. Okay.
始まるよ。
It is.
分かってるって。俺たちに進歩がないことも含めて。
大丈夫かな。大丈夫なのかな。刹那ちゃんと声出るかな。
I don't know.
いけるかな。
分かるわけないって。今回
I'm like them.
一度も見てないんだから。
ちょっと静かにしてよ。どれだけ騒いでももう止められないんだから。黙って見てなさい。
Okay, let's go.
私たちはね、あんたと違って私を何と言おうと構わないけど、とにかく今は黙れ。蓋の間、一言だって喋ったら許さないわよ。
Yeah, she wants to hear it.
トモ。
Almost complicated. Don't worry about that, guys. She's good. And bad at the same time. The stage curtain rises. And at the same time, the sound of the applause fills the quiet room. In the small venue at this quiet little event, the Valentine concert, every performer received a warm, gentle welcome like this. Atmosphere in this place feels very different compared to that time. Susana raised her head and slowly faced the audience. Ooh, it's been a while.
皆さん、こんばんは。歌の前に少しだけお話しさせてください。私たち 持ち歌が一つしかないんです。改めてこんばんは。北条大附属軽音楽同好会です。
Going with this, huh?
というか今はもう存在しない同好会の OB です。
Well, not all members are here.
私がボーカルのせつなです。どうかよろしくお願いします。
Still got the presentation thing.
なんて名前にしとく？
I mean, Haruki?
春樹だそうです。本当にそれでいいんだね、春樹くん。
Why would it not be? Okay.
すっげえ綺麗な人だね。
なんであれで小木曽と違う？
Wow, savage.
本当困るな。
なんで？
Wow, wow, she compared herself to Setsuna.
思ったより堂々としてるかな。
They are, yeah.
ところでさっきから何耳塞いでるのよ小木曽。
いや、前の時はそこそこ平気だったんだけど、今回はなんていうか、
Hey.
子供の発表会を見守る。
ちょっとわかっちゃうな。私も妹の運動会見に行った時になった。すごく心配。先生頑張れ。さて、私たちほとんどの方は初めましてだと思います。でも私たちがこれから歌う曲は
Yeah.
北条 FM で何度かかけていただいていたので、そちらの方で知ってる人が多い。
And it's going to be copyrighted as hell.
3年前、うちのキャンパスの中に併設されている北条大学附属学園の学園祭が私たちの初ライブでした。それはもともと学園祭に出るためだけの即席ユニットだったけど、そんな私たちの間に合わせの演奏だったけど、たくさんの観客の人
Wow,
たち
she's giving the whole backstory
自
for
分
the
の
club
人生
here.
の中でも最高の時を過
That's
ごさ
awesome.
せてもらいました。その時のメンバーは3人。
Yeah.
私と今ここにいる春樹ともう一人は今は海の向こうで頑張ってます。
Yep.
3年前のライブが終わってから3人の間にも様々なことがあって、
That's her first like actual reunion.
人生の進む方向が少しずつ違っていって、
Well, no Kazusado, but
いつしか
that's for the best for now, I guess.
物理的に離れてもう3人で集まれることもなくなってしまい、私たちの即席ユニットは終わり。それが今日一人欠けてはいますけど、3年ぶりに再結成させていただくことになりました。
I love how confident overall she is and actually saying this. She's actually extremely confident about that. Yeah, I'm with Chiaki here.
本当によく帰ってきてくれたよ。
Yeah, I'm with Chiaki here. I love it too.
これには一応いくつか理由がありまして、一つは本日主催の3年前のあんな拙い歌を応援してくれて、冬になると何度も何度も校内で流してくれて、
Investment and pain.
行くたびにとにかくそれでたくさんの人に知っていただき、その人たちの後押しもあって今日こうして。2つ目の理由はその今日は私の誕生日なので、
Okay. You just fired up everyone more.
ということで
Everyone's going to just do happy birthdays now.
あ
Yeah.
りがとうございます。すいません、祝ってもらっちゃって。
She's actually more back to her old self than I thought. She's actually saying things that like give her more attention. Like she could just like totally omit the birthday thing. But you know, if I say birthday, everyone is going to look at me more. I did not expect her to actually be that confident now.
そして3つ目の
That's more than I gave her credit for, I guess. I underestimated her.
すごく個人的なことなんですが、あの時のことに決着をつけなくちゃって。
Yeah, Wow, and she opened up even with this. No one outside of few people who knows her and Haruki know what she's talking about. But she actually said that.
いろいろあって3人で音楽やることになって、いろいろあって3人で楽しい日々を過ごして、
That's a
それ
great
から
scene.
もいろいろあって3人が少しずつずれていって、いろいろあって1人が遠くへ行ってしまい、でも本当はやめることなんかなかった。それは負けたことから逃げてただけだった。
Wow.
卑怯だったし、たくさんの人を
She just fully opened up herself.
私たちの3年ぶりの再結成、そしておそらく今日をもってまた解散ってことになると思います。でも私もう音楽はやめません。趣味でも生活でも多分仕事ってことはないけれど、まただから皆さんともいつか別の機会でこうして会うことがあるかもしれません。その時はまた私の歌を聴いてください。
I so underestimated Cessna for the situation.
それじゃあ
Seriously.
聴いてください。
Wow.
これが今夜の私たちの唯一の、
Okay, let's go.
そしてこのコンサートを締めくくるラストナンバーになります。
I hope not the end of the relationship though.
届かない恋。
Okay, let's go. Blast from the past. Probably will have to do something with the soundtrack, but you know how the Totokanai Koi sounds like. Right here and now, the one only thing I have. Oh! We actually have this in background. I don't want to read now. I just want to hear Setsuna and Haruki. Oh my god. Why you can't make this automatic and give me actually Setsuna on stage? So it begins. My greatest test and trial, which also happens to be my biggest moment in the spotlight. I have to guide Cessna with nothing but the unreliable melody that I'm strumming with my acoustic guitar. I started practicing the guitar again around a month ago, and I only started practicing together with vocals again 2 days ago in order to be able to play in harmony with her. After all, we no longer have our pianist with us, yeah, so you are the one who have to lead. Her intense, gentle and steady melody is no longer here to guide us. Only a rusty guitarist, the singer who has forgotten how to sing, remains. But we are still moving forward with nothing but our own strength. Even though we don't know exactly where we are going. And as unreliable our group is, we give the audience everything we have to offer.
Ne, これって。小春ちゃん。
Yeah.
これは。
Yeah, Kaharu, yeah, I know. Cessna's singing. Back then, it was a given that we were amateurs, but right now, our performance must be making us come off as even bigger amateurs. Still, the feeling and thoughts we are pouring into it right now are incomparable to those we had back then. Just like that, we are swept away by our emotions, playing no mind to technique. We played and sang our hearts out in those 3 minutes, in order to tell Kazusa, to tell our only friend on the other side of the horizon, that everything is alright, just as before. Ooh.
どうしたの？
I got chills right now.
泣いてる？何言ってんの？けど目真っ赤だよ。もしかしてつぼっちゃった？
Yeah, this is Tomo, right here.
いや、そんな顔されながら
So Tomo cried back then. Did we have this backstory? Oh, and she's crying now as well.
ほらハンカチ
静かにしてたよ。
お前
刹那に歌ってほしかったから。
もう畜生。私、おみそ刹那なんて大嫌い。
I want to cry too, don't do this to me, come on.
どうしてこの歌だけはダメなんだろう。
なんつうたちの悪い追っかけだよ。
バカだね。あんたって本当にバカだ。
The two of us have come together in the era where Kazusa is no longer with us. Sasna and I share a loneliness, a sadness, though perhaps the two of us may have slightly different reasons as to why we are feeling this way. And perhaps this loneliness is something that will never heal for the rest of our days. From here on out, will it? But even so, it must continue. We must continue moving on with our lives. We've already received far too much from Kazusa after all. I received so much from her in only a year, Cessna even more so, and in half time I had with her no less. Nevertheless, all the incomparable things we've received up until now in our lives, the pain, the sorrow, the wounds, our memories and recollections, and our burdens, all of it, everything, we can no longer bear with us from here on out, in any shape or form. That's why I meant it this time. I could speak no truer words from here on out. Farewell, Kazusa. Ooh. Yo.
ごちそうさまでした。さてと、3年ぶりに力もらったことだし、私もラストスパート頑張るか。じゃあね、春樹。
Ooh. Damn. That was awesome.
あ、今日はまた大人数。
It was just a song, but also not just a song. Farewell, Kazusa, huh? Make all you master.
違うんだよ。みんな勝手についてきちゃう。
神って呼んでもいい？
Oh wow. Oh wow.
全員クラスメート。紹介はしないよ。あと
ねえねえ、あの人って柳原先輩じゃない？ほら、私たちが1年だった時のミス付属。あ、本当だ。ほら、もういい加減落ち着きなよ。こっちだって結構来てるのに、あんたのせいで浸れないじゃん。聞いた。下手くそだったよね。
Tomo, I can decipher you. Jesus.
ああ、よしよし。もういい、わかった。今夜は胸を。
どうしたのあれ。なんで水沢さんを女の子に取ら。
大学生にもなると色々とあるんだよ。今日だけは。
俺も進学したらわかるようになんのかな。
よかったね、美穂子。ほんと、よかったね。かっこよかったよね、先輩。何よ。
私がそう思うのはいいけど、どうして小春ちゃんまで。
もういいじゃない、美穂子ってばさ。
She was into Haruki as well.
そうだね。どうせ私たちにはもう。
さ、どっか寄ってこっか。ケーキの焼け食いとか。
お、いいねそれ。それじゃあとりあえずみんなで移動しよっか。
Okay, of course, okay, I want to go along.
私たちは私たちだけで行きますから。
そんな冷たいこと言わないでさ。お互い自己紹介もまだなんだし。
ああ、それでさ、飯塚さん、お忙しいところ悪いんだけど、こいつらがさ、どうしても一度会いたいって言うから、ここで待ってるんだけど。
Okay.
だって一言だけでもとっても感動しましたって。
ああ、そっか。電話もまだ繋がらないんだよね。二人なら知ってるかなって。
刹那はもういないよ。
Yeah, I guess.
もしかして先に帰っちゃった？
ああ、3年前に帰るべきだったと。
To where she should have gone 3 years ago. What? Where are you running, Setsuna? Where are you going? Haruki following her, I guess.
少し歩く。
Oh, they both running to some place, okay.
大丈夫、まだ大丈夫。
本当に自分に言い聞かせてないか？
大丈夫だって自分はもう聞く耳持ってないから。
Okay. Where are you going?
あと少しだし。
わかった。じゃあ。
At first, we were both walking. We crossed the highway across the campus, and when we walked out of the front gate, we started running. After we entered the shopping district and saw the station, we started sprinting. Right now, just ahead of us. After passing the guard, we see a familiar apartment building. You just went to... No. I'm holding Cessna's hand and dragging the weight of her body along with all the strength I can possibly master. Liz is also holding my hand in return as she tries her best to lessen my burden, desperately forcing her legs to keep up as best as she can. The way we are now, we're utterly devoid of any composure. We are extremely desperate. Okay. Are you like going to like Kazusa house or something? I'm sure out our anxiousness and the way we're being utterly oblivious to our surroundings looks absolutely ridiculous to any bystanders. Still, the fact that we may acting inappropriately in the eyes of anyone around us is the only trivial matter to us right now. No, it's Haruki. What? After all, it's because we made a promise. Okay, what promise? Oh, so they actually talked behind our back. Okay.
ステージに上がる前に言っておきたいことがあるの。
何？
私今から歌う。
Uh-huh.
そして思い出したら。
Yes.
だからコンサートが終わったら。
Oh! What?
無理やり奪ってください。
Peak, I guess?
私がどれだけ泣いても抵抗してもあなたに恨みの言葉をぶつけても
You kinda turned into Koharu.
もう待たないって
Just don't wait for me anymore.
そんな昔の記憶にとらわれた洗脳されてしまった私なんかの言葉に
Jesus!
約束して
Yo!
わかった。
ありがとう
That's one hell of a promise. Holy shit. Okay, there we go. We just entered the room. We still have our, like, jackets and everything. Okay. Guess we made a promise.
切な。
Okay, yeah, also, right. Yeah. Without bothering to steady our right breaths and without Considering what's about to follow after this at all, we passionately bring our lips together. Even though taking in each other's breaths like this into some unpleasant coughing, we absolutely refuse to part. Every time our lips just slowly come apart, drops of saliva fell from the edges, staining our clothes and even the floor. What is the last thing on my mind right now? I simply continue to press her against the wall, and with almost enough force to crush her entire body, embrace her while greedily kissing her lips. With my free hand I fumble around for the light switch, so that I can lead Setsuna over to the bed. Wait, what are we playing in the background? Is that White Album? With our lips still joined, I embrace her tightly, bringing my arms around her waist, and even so slightly lift her feet off the floor. Little by little, step by step, we drag ourselves towards the windowsill. Calm down? Calm down? No, I've long since stopped trying to tell myself that. I press all of my body weight against her and reach deeper inside her mouth with my tongue. My breath isn't calming down. If anything, it's getting more intense by in a minute. Okay. Our breaths, lips, saliva, and even teardrops from Cessna's eyes mix together as we come closer and closer together. That's gotta be hot still in the jackets. My left hand grips Setsna's right. With our free hands, we caress each other's cheeks as our chests with our entire bodies twist sideways to match. Unwilling to allow our lips to be apart for even a second, I immediately push forward again, force my tongue in, and lap up her saliva.
今でもやっぱりあなたのこと
Aww.
やだ
I don't want her to say anything anymore. No matter what she says, I'm going to make her mine. I won't let her go anymore. Anymore? Yeah, anymore. My tongue restlessly moves around inside her mouth, this time letting my saliva flow inside. The moment her loud mouth swallows down my saliva and tries to speak, I rush to shut it up again. I'm going to do as I please. I'm going to absolutely violate Setsuna. Jesus! Because that's the promise we made. Yeah, one hell of a promise. That kinda feels like what Koharu basically told you to do with her. But here, it's different. But yeah. Craving you back at the stage. Okay. Even so, Cessna is still desperately resisting me. As she breaks away from me with a condemning look in her eyes, her already drenched lips scatter even more saliva the moment she tries to speak.
確かおかしくなりそうだった
I try my best to force them shut, only to be countered by her as she forces her lips through, letting the saliva from her mouth flow into mine. The mix of saliva in our mouths has become indistinguishable mess, sliding down our throats and from our lips.
もっと私にはこれ
No matter how much I try to shut her up, Cessna refuses to give in. Even if she starts choking from the saliva flowing down her throat, she quickly swallows it and catches her breath, only to have it hastened again by my kiss. And all the while she refuses to hide her overwhelming feelings for her. For me. Sorry. Cessna looks so vulgar. As if she were driving crazy by her laugh. She looks so unbearded, so ferocious, and so overwhelmingly adorable. Yeah. At this rate, I might even lose it before she does. Okay. CG switch. Amidst our seemingly endless kiss, we tenderly call out each other's names. And once again, bringing our lips together, entwine our tongues, bump our teeth every now and then, and savor even more of our mixed saliva. We repeated this dozens, no, probably hundreds of times by now. And the number of kisses we've shared continues to rise with each passing minute we spend on this bed. In this short period of time, I've used my eyes, ears, lips, tongue and throat to intimately learn about so many different parts of Setsuna. I've known for the longest time now just how entranced I could become by the softness of her lips and the sweetness of her saliva. But the number of her teeth, her alignment, and the fact that she has a single crown tooth is something I only found out just now. Okay. The sparkling white on that crown, the fact that she chose an aesthetically pleasing but unassured method of treatment. The fact that aside from her family I'm the only one who knows about it. And just bits of first-hand information that I've picked up with my eyes, ears, lips, tongue and throat. And the more I find out, the more I fall in love with Setsuna. The desire for her continues to burn even stronger as I kiss her in my embrace endlessly, with echoing smacks and moans filling the room. And Setsuna continues to answer that desire with no sign of stopping either. Her nervousness and tension are long gone, but despite her body relaxing and her embrace grows even stronger. Rather than merely accepting my advances, she takes the lead as well, bringing her lips to mine and letting her saliva flow into my mouth.
どうしたセツナそっか
It's not time to talk, it's time for action. It seems like our kissing went a bit too far. I no longer able to even lick up the saliva dripping off of one other's drenched half-open mouth, with her wrist smiles. But no matter what sort of conversation we might try to have, our lips are never apart for more than 5 seconds. We simply continue to passionate and seemingly endless kiss forever and ever. Come on! Yeah! Still kissing, Setsuna shifts her gaze over where my eyes had been looking. The clock by my bed. Upon seeing the unbelievable numbers on the display, she sighed, letting a little bit of saliva slip out. And of course, I couldn't let that saliva just go to waste. The clock showed it's around 0:15. Okay. Yeah, I was like, how long, like, are you going to keep going with this? But even now, that she realized it, she once again brought her lips to mine, and of course I accepted them. Before we knew it, February 14th had come to an end. Before I recall correctly, it should have been around 10 PM when we got here. So that means... no, wait. It was 10 PM? Wait, you were like... wait, what? You were kissing for 2 hours? Non-stop? What? Spent more than 2 hours with our lips connected to each other. How the fuck?
その刹那
And it was just our lips, nothing else. We've kissed so many times before, but this is the first time it's made us so ecstatic. No matter how many times we joined our lips and twine our tongues, drink each other's saliva or leak over the other teeth, the burning desire within us seems to fade. I want to kiss her more, I want to be connected with her like this forever. As if all my senses were fixed on my lips and the tip of my tongue, I just want to indulge in her forever and ever.
ごめん
I didn't even give you chocolates. Oh, you had chocolates actually.
ごめん
We accepted each other's mistakes and apologized. Okay, that's new. Yeah. Nice. Nice. That would never happen before. We accepted each other's mistakes and apologized, but we didn't think for each other a second to eliminate the root of the problem. We went from the intense kisses to a gentle one, but all we managed was a small trivial improvement.
それじゃあ誕生日
あなたを愛してます。
It looks like I was the only one thinking the improvement was small and trivial.
変態ってそういうこと。
Cessna words grew even sweeter and even more passionate, as if trying to make up for everything that has escaped us. They pierce deeply into my heart. I don't have time to reveal in how glad I am that we waited for each other.
しようか。
して今度こそあなたのものにして。
I'm at the mercy of her profound, deep feelings.
無理やりして寄り道なんかしないで。
Even on the surface, the extent of emotions she's piled up is clear to see and enough to overwhelm me.
約束だもんな。
そう約束。
As a stream of tears spring forth from Cessna's eyes, I lick it up with my tongue and lips and spread it across my own lips. Now that we've come this far, the two of us won't stop until the very
許
end.
すな。
私
But I'm sure neither of us would ever think to stop the ceremony, our oath anyway. Our lips still connected, still exchanging our saliva, and our drenched, ticklish tongues still twisting about. We placed our hands on each other close and slowly pulled them apart. Still safe for YouTube, probably, I'd assume. On the other hand, I think I did put a black box on Koharu's bra as well. Yeah, so probably going to do this here as well, just in case. Just to sheer this up, you know. Such of her skin, her soft belly and her ample breasts concealed by her bra. I take in the side for a short while, and then use my palms and fingers to satisfy my desire for her.
切な。すごい。
After all, I can't look and kiss her at the same time. I wear my left hand behind her back and slowly caress her incredibly soft and smooth skin. Meanwhile, my right hand focuses on the softness of her belly as I slide my hand and thumb up her waist. Right up until her bra starts getting in the way. From there, I slide my hand along her bra to behind her back where my left hand is, towards the hook. Booba's free! Damn. That's kinda perfect shape, Jesus. Really an idol, huh? Before even getting a chance to look, I felt Cessna nipples brushing against my chest. Okay, and this time when I stop reading, really, and just leave you with important parts, I guess, that actually matters. Astonishingly, Cessna's heart is racing just as fast as mine. She's aroused from finally being able to feel my chest with hers. And making that even more obvious than it already is, she brings her lips to mine and switches places with me, pushing down on me with her body weight. You just switched places with Haruki, like, you are taking Haruki now. Gripping it onto my collar, she tries her hardest to pull my shirt off my arm. Damn, Cessna's aggressive. At long last, we've reached the final step. We are both at a loss of words. We both know we're far over the line with our actions, but we neither can nor want to stop and reconsider at this point. I can't even imagine how embarrassed Cessna would be when she eventually thinks back on what she's doing right now. but I'm not in any position to be thinking about anyone else right now. This is actually like awesome scene, but at the same time, like thematic of how it goes. It like how Sasuna like behaves. It kind of feels like Koharu again, kind of like not the same. Don't get me wrong. It's like totally different situation, feel totally different, but like come on, you could just take this line and just put it into any scene with Koharu, and that would be like actually perfect fit. That's how Koharu was in her road. But that's probably because it's what I desired 3 years ago. And in order to answer those desires, Setsuna body has been preparing for it for all those years.
違うんだよ。私いつもはそんな。
刹那
And yet I left Setsuna in that state all by herself.
大丈夫
You are my first for everything, you know. My first kiss, my first true love. First one to ever leave me. And now... Sorry. Make up for it, make up for it. I'm sorry, Setsuna. You are such a bastard, the absolute worst. That's why you have no choice but to embrace me now. Yeah. Do it as if you were putting 3 years worth of emotions into it. Just like she did on the day when she suddenly called me, she's putting blame on me, asking me to atone for the wrongdoings. I've craved Setsuna for so long, and now she's in my arms, panting wildly and craving me just as much. Do me harder. My neighbors didn't work night shifts, well, lucky you. She was born to sing, that's for sure. That's why even now. I swear, if like she's actually singing these words, she's not, right? And I can't hear this because I muted this. Should I unmute this? Maybe? Being treated so roughly now would only be making it all the more painful too. And yet, she's turning all that suffering, all the pain into passion and saving it inside of herself. As if she's trying to repay all the interest that built up over those 3 years in a single night. Don't ever let go. Don't ever leave me. I won't let go. I won't leave you, Setsuna. I love you. I love you so much. More. Say it more. Bind me. Keep me by your side. Yes, I will. I will always, Setsuna. You are my... I want to sign her with my color to the point where no one would ever make my heart race again. No one. No matter where in the world that person may be. Oh! Yo! Talking about Kazusa here. Yo! Wow, what a dedication. Setsuna looks nothing like she used to. The Setsuna before me, staring at me with the teary eyes, is now a true woman. Okay, I think I can bring back the sound. Hopefully. I just got here. So I know the scene ended. That's sweet. That's nice. The needle on the clock is pointing too right now. Okay. After I released everything I had inside us, now we continued kissing for a while. Then after our excitement died down a little, we reluctantly parted our lips, taking a temporary break, with our bodies still cuddling together. All the while, even though I stayed silent with my eyes closed, Setsuna kept intently staring at me.
昨日も一昨日も全然寝てないだろ少しは休んだ方が
Not to mention the intense things we just did.
別に眠くないから。ほら、お昼に仮眠取ったって言ったでしょ。
でも
それに今は眠く
Yeah.
ない。
She just wants to look at you. Like, it's been 3 years. Come on. Yeah, you can't blame her for not wanting to go sleep yet.
どうして
今の現実を確認
Yeah.
したいの。私、
Exactly.
春樹くんのベッドにいるんだって。
刹那
春樹くんは眠っててもいいよ。そっちこそ2日間全然寝てないんだから。
いや 俺も眠れなくてさ。
そっか。
I wonder how Cessna interpreted my words I just said. Was her first thought of stepping on the stage for the second time, or was it after that, when we did it for the first time? The answer is that even I couldn't possibly know.
楽しかった。楽しかったね。
Whose voice was that?
楽しかったね。
Oh, that's Happy Setsuna. Okay.
楽しかった。
That's the silent Setsuna, and that's the happy Setsuna. Okay, I was like, whose voice is that? Okay. That was the... from the bug, from the memory.
めちゃくちゃな。
Calmer than 3 years ago, the more mature than the 3 years ago. We both let out a pensive sigh.
私、歌えたんだね。また、あの
Yeah.
スポットライトに照
I'm
らさ
so glad.
れて歌っ
全然衰えてなかった。全盛期のままだった。よかったよ、せつな。
春樹くんも腕落ちてなかったよ。あなたのギターに安心して身を任せることができた。
それはひいき目。それか、ギターの上手い下手が分かってないだけ。
それを言うなら春樹くんだって歌の上手い下手が分かってないだけだよ。
そうかな。
そうだよ。
We fall into silence after the short exchange of words. For a while now, we've been in this delicate state that's neither awkward nor particularly calming. 3 years ago, we couldn't keep talking because we were too nervous. Now, we can't continue talking because our emotions are all over the
これ
place.
からもずっと一緒にいてね。
I wonder if it all goes back to that. If Cessna asked me the same question now, I'm sure I'd reply with "we'll be together forever anytime." Cessna should know my reply too, but it seems like she can't bring herself to ask. Even though she's in my embrace, is she truly at ease? Good question. Good question. I need to take a moment to think for myself. About my relationship with Setsuna from now on, about how I should make it all up to her, and how I should love her. If I truly want the two of us to stay together forever from now on, I have to make some big decisions and follow through with them.
せつな、眠くないんだったらお風呂入ってきた。ほら、いろいろと汚れちゃったし、俺のせいで。
The saliva around our mouths has already dried off, but I'm sure the lower halves of our bodies are still... yeah. Wow, let's just stop right there. Just as I finally tried to get serious, it was almost ruined because of the wave of lust that washed over me all of a sudden. If I asked to do it again right after we finish, it might seem like I'm only after her body, and it would surely make Cessna makes even more anxious. Yeah. It depends. First of all, definitely not, like, she loves you, like she told you and stuff. And also, I think like that promise you made with her extends to the whole night. Pretty sure.
すぐに沸くから。俺、お湯。
でも春樹くんの匂い消しとこ。
Are we going for round 2? Just as I was about to get up to the bed, Cessna half jokingly complains in the very cute manner.
せっかく春樹くんに唾つけられたのに。
それ、
Wow.
言葉のまんまじゃないか。
She's using light-hearted words and taking light-hearted attitude with me. She's wearing a mischievous expression as if she's playing a prank on
そ
me.
れとも汚れた私は嫌？ついてるの全部春樹くんの出したものなのに？
だから、そういうあからさまな。
もうちょっとだけこうしてようよ。
Cessna resorted to using an unusually lascivious expression while completely ignoring what I just said. If what she said is true, if she's really so dead set on savoring the marks I left on her, if she's really just wants to keep indulging in the afterglow of her wishes coming true, thinking positively like that is fine too, I
な
suppose.
ら、俺が先に入ってきていい？
私の匂い。
消したら二度とつけられないわけじゃない。俺たちもそういう関係なんだよな。
うん。それは。
We'll be leaving all the marks we want on each other from now on. Leaving them, then erasing them, then leaving them again, to our hard content. We'll both engrave ourselves in the other's body.
出てくるから。なんならテレビでもつけて。節の。
Oh? Cessna wouldn't let go, however. All of a sudden, she tightened her arms around my back, adamantly forbidding our bodies from separating. Now, when I think about it, it wasn't actually sudden. Even since she half-jokingly rejected my initial suggestion, the strength she's been holding me down with has been unusually increasing, to the point of desperation.
どうした？
寒い。
エアコンついてるけど。
でも寒い。事実寒いんだから仕方ないよ。
節の。
寒いよ。
Damn. The room itself couldn't possibly be cold. Yeah, get the hint. I knew we would be sleeping naked, but I already set the heater temperature to a very high level. I'm on the side that's near the window too, so the chill from the outside shouldn't be reaching Cessna's either. If she feels cold in spite of all that, then the best thing for her too to do would really be warm up in some hot water, but...
ねえ、眠ってよ、春樹くん。
In other words, it's not really Cessna's body that's feeling cold right now.
疲れてる
Yep.
でしょ。ずっと寝てないじゃない。
This is also like giving me like a little anxious as well. Like after everything, like how they feel for each other and stuff, Cessna is still afraid. Like she's still like anxious about Haruki leaving, you know? I mean, like 3 years, right? You can't just like erase it like that. But yeah. Valid. She'd be cold if she went to take the bath alone, and she'd be cold if I went to take a bath alone too.
寝ようよ。私に
けど。
お願い、お願い。離さないで。
Yeah.
せめて朝まで私を温めていて。
What a cool scene. This is not physically cold. I'm not sure it will go away when morning comes.
寒い。
Cessna really appears to be freezing. Her body is feverish and faintly shivering, her teeth are chattering as she's grasping for air. Her bravado from earlier has completely vanished, and now she's like a child who doesn't know what to do, clinging to me, as if I were her mother.
節の。
What can I possibly do to relieve the chill that's taken hold of hers? Rather than leaving her for the bit, would the sole act of changing my mind and sleeping together with her be able to warm Cessna's heart up once again? Tell her you love her and embrace her. Like, she don't ask you that, but... You know, you can just tell her to reassure her of your feelings. Because she probably, like, now have, like, actually, like, Kazusa in mind as well. Like, she's, like, thinking, is he still thinking about Kazusa somewhere in his mind, you know? And, like, she's afraid because of this, probably. But if the solution isn't that simple, then...
じゃあさ、一緒に入ろうか。
Nice.
ちょっと、いや、かなり狭いけど、ダメかな。
If it will take even more than this to warm Cessna up, well, it's not like we have anything to lose. There's really no need for either of us to put up a front anymore, is there? Because I'm sure that what Cessna is hoping for is...
ううん。
See?
狭いの。好き。
Okay. I like cramped places. What a random answer. Oh, we have round 2. Okay. Okay, Cessna. We know you feel good and stuff, but okay. It seems that the shield that had taken over Cessna has been chased away. Although I'm not sure if it will be permanent, I made her forget about it temporarily, at the very least. The only thing that's left is to maintain this warmth for Setsuna and lead her along until the very end. That's right, guiding Setsuna along now is my first priority. I won't allow myself to get off alone first. Leaving Setsuna alone is the one thing I can't afford to do. Yeah, like, she's doing all the job right now. I can't really take much more, so that's why before that I'm going to clean you up down there. And that's why I vigorously taken back the initiative. Please stop staring at me so hard. I won't. Stop. You're not letting me do anything, and you're not doing anything either. That just make it all the more embarrassing. What do you mean, stop? You just said it, Cessna. I'm not doing anything. Please don't despise me because of this. Please don't, Haruki-kun. There's no way I could. If anything, I love you even more now. Hey, Haruki-kun, am I the only one? You wouldn't ever do this to anyone else? I'm only doing all of this just because it's you, Setsuna. You'd never do something so obscene to anyone else? Am I really the only one you'd be so led with? Just you. Only you, Setsuna. I feel as though Setsuna desires to be someone special to me. No shit, Sherlock! Whatever is the one I cherish or the one I love. Even if I violently torment her or treat her as my plaything. As long as I only do it with her, she will accept it. As long as there's none other than Cessna who I do this to, she will accept it. Cessna, who had bound me with all her might upon reaching her climax, immediately relaxes her body strength in one go, sliding down my body. Her hand locked onto my shoulders, trailed down my back, and her legs crushing my head buckle and fall to the floor. Her eyes, matching my line of sight, for just a moment, intently stared at me with a distant look before she shuts them and embraces me again. No more, I can't take anymore. Okay? I can believe you, Haruki-kun, I can't believe you did that. Did it feel good? I don't know. Just stop asking me that. Setsuna, my dearest Setsuna, who drastically twisted her body, raised her voice, and let out breath so incredibly fervent. Returns to her usual self after using up all her energy to her bashful, timid manner as she clings to me tightly. Okay, I think like we can go back, though I assume like it's not over, but let's see. She's simply unbelievably adorable. Cessna, who had briefly continued breathing intensely, finally composed herself and began talking to me slowly. Though it seems she has no intention of releasing the grasp of her legs have around my body anytime soon. Given how men and women have some inherent differences, this sensation is naturally something that I am incapable of comprehending. However, I'm sure such a sensation wasn't something that she could experience from what we did 2 hours ago either. Who am I kidding? I'm just stating the obvious. After all, it was Cessna's first time back then. If anything, I should consider ourselves rather lucky that our way of caressing each other has managed to elicit such a strong and early response. Wait. I can't go that far myself? Haruki, you both are like 20-something. No shit, Sherlock. As much as I'm aware how out of line my previous question was, I couldn't help my immense curiosity. And that's why I prepare myself to receive such awards of ceremony as well as the cutting sensation of her nails digging into my back before I said it.
でもね、もし私がそんなことしてしまってたとしたら、それはあなたのせいなんだよ。
Trying to remember when she did that. It was one time or two, I think, in visual novel, and I think we had one in the digital novel, right? Was it always because of Haruki? Probably.
ごめんな。
謝る必要なんかないよ。だって
Yes, of course, hypothetically, yes.
けど、やっぱりあなたのせい。
She wants me to accept her, she wants me to compensate her, to spend an eternity with her.
そういえば、温まった。
熱い。笑い事じゃないよ。もう。
All this I can feel from her body. Sasna's complexion is tinted with mild rosy red before my eyes, and her skin, where she's touching me, is also beginning to perspire. She doesn't need to soak herself in the hot tub to avoid the cold or anything of the sort
そ
anymore.
れじゃあ、そろそろ上がろうか。もう眠れる。節の。
That said, even though Sasna's body has been flushed red for a while
は
now.
るきくんがまだ温まってない。
Okay, we're going. Okay. The arms around my back have yet to loosen even in the
だか
slightest.
ら今度ははるきくんを
Yeah,
温めて
okay.
あげないと。
Yeah, like, kinda half expected this. Like, she would be like, now it's my turn.
いや、
寒いよ。
だから別。
今度は
That was only then that I realized
だ
it.
からね、そこに寝て。
You want me to drown? Probably in the floor. I know she likes burgers, but maybe she's into hot dogs too. Setsuna is... Okay, Setsuna, the girl I loved more than anyone else in the world during these days, was a girl who was very mischievous, who could find interest in anything, and was more proactive than people might have expected of her. Day to day, due to the wounds she bore from the middle school, she hid her true self from everyone, passing her days with the mask of an idol. Yet, when faced with a sole person, she need not put up a front for me. She exhibits these authentic traits to the fullest, and becomes willing to cross some dangerous boundaries. Volunteering to share a bath with me, confessing to me of her own free will, asking me to kiss her of her own accord. Perhaps this is the true Setsuna, unobscured by any masks or trickery. The Setsuna from before I crushed her. No matter how I look at it, the girl before me seems like a completely different person from the usual Setsuna. No one else has done this before, right? I'm the first one to do this to you, right? Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's why I wanted this to happen as soon as possible. I wanted to be your first. I'm the first one to do this to you, right? Not even Kazusa has done this to you, right? Okay, yeah, that's my question. Thank you for bringing this up, actually. She just ate the whole hot dog. I have no doubt that Sasna wants to fill in the 3-year gap between us as soon as possible. The mayo from the hot dog spilled. Even her tears betray her through the color of her eyes. Sasna blocks her mouth with her hand, refusing to let any traces spill out. She likes mayo. Are you okay?
はいか。
Even so, Sasna is displaying a forced, impish smile before me. I feel as though I'm looking at an affectionate smile of an angel. A smile of a self-contradicting angel, smeared with a genuinely lust, after being bestowed to the humans.
気持ちよかっ
Simon.
それ。
Like a succubus.
た。さっきはるきくんいきなり聞いてきたんだよ。
あ、
だから、
刹那
It's clear that such an immodest act would elect embarrassment even from the average person, let alone from the person named Ogiso Setsuna. But if anything, Setsuna now looks brighter and more fulfilled than she did before.
ありがとう。初めてだった。
自分だけじゃできないもんね。
あ
ねえ、春樹くんは自分だけでしたことある？
刹那
ごめんなさい。けど、
It's a payback.
さっき私がどれだけ恥ずかしかったか。
Yeah, that's Setsuna. Setsuna is smiling now. Perhaps smiling is the only way she knows how to react to all the things we've just done that have heavily deviated from our day-to-day routine. But Setsuna's smiling now. That's why I know everything is fine. The two of us will be fine now.
したことあるよ。自分で刹那のことを思い浮かべながら。
So long as I believe that, I'm sure my actions will prove not to have been for naught. All it took was a single line from me for Setsuna expression, a forcibly plastered smile, and turn upside down in despondency.
偶然刹那に会ってしまった人がさ、夜
Perhaps it was an intense remark, stemming from the fact that I was unable to read the mood. Perhaps I've said the exact opposite of what I should be saying to Setsuna right
終
now.
わった後、いつも泣きたくなった。あまりにもかっこ悪い。
それも春樹くんのせいだよ。ずっと私
Wow.
に指一本触れなかった。
辛かった。苦しかった。だから、
あなたに避けられた私の方が。
ごめん。
It's just that I feel the need to blur it out for some reason.
全倍も苦しかったんだよ。
Because I want Setsuna to truly smile again. And not superficial momentary smile, I want her to genuinely smile for me forever. So be it. Then if I must release all the pain at this very instant, to expose our mutually consoled hearts, and to sublimate all the negative emotions suppressed within them,
春樹くん、春樹くん。
Setsuna embrace me yet again. Even though I'm nothing but a source of sorrow to her, she desires to me still extending her arms around me. Also, you can probably hear, or maybe not, maybe I will edit this out, I'm speaking more silent because it's actually night now and people probably want to sleep. I told you in the beginning of this episode or previous episode or whatever episode it is that I sleep a lot. So then it's too late to record anything. And then it's late. Yeah. That's one of these days. God damn it. I should have like stopped recording before this scene and like finish this recording tomorrow or something. Yeah, anyway, I will like cut this somehow at some point. I will record something tomorrow too.
ここだよ、刹那。
And I return her embrace without hesitation. I accept her directly, determined not to run away from Setsuna piercing words.
ごめん。
Aww. After all, we no longer belong solely to ourselves. We're going to live for each other from now on. Awesome.
ね
Oh, not the end yet?
え、もう温まった。
暑い。
本当だ。
Are you going for another? Maybe I'll record this tomorrow. As the hands reaches for my lower half, once again touching the very same thing that she had held within her mouth for so long just a minutes ago. The thing that has returned to its previous firmness and warmth, although it's only been a few minutes since then.
刹那、
私もまだ。
本当だな。
You're really in heat. I do begin to grasp this lower half once again, inside my finger when I'd inside on my tongue a while back. Is it because I've been caressing her all this time? Although I recently completely cleaned, Setsuna said it once again caused my finger in the layer of sticky juice.
冷まそうか。
Yeah.
それいいかも。
Thank God for the words of reason from you, Haruki.
暑くて眠れないもんね。
I really want to finish this recording. I don't know if I will finish episode after this, but I will finish recording. What I will do with this, if I will set this a single episode, or I will end episode here or not, that I will think about this tomorrow. As a result of our excessively warm scenario earlier, we are doing the opposite this time, and embrace each other in order to quell our excitement. With some more vigorous action, no way.
せつな、自分で開いて入れて。
I think I will go with this tomorrow. Yeah, okay. Around 3 tomorrow. Yeah. Sorry, I have to cut here tomorrow. I will be like being totally different. I will be out of mood. But what can I do? Like, it's goddamn 1st AM almost. Okay, I'm back. It's another day. I'm back for more of Horny Album 2. And yeah, let's just go, I guess. Also, I feel a little bit ill, so I probably won't be able to record anything tomorrow. I'm probably going to get sick, so yeah. Anyway, let's go. Kneeling, she mounts herself atop me, and in response to my request, Cessna holds her seat with her fingers and spread open, with the lips covering it horizontally. Just like that, she towers over my thing.
入っていくとこ見える。
言わないって。
いいだろ。
でも恥ずかしい。
だって俺たちお互い隠すことも恥ずかしがることも。
I will disable their speech in a second.
入れる。
I can't quite tell if Cessna has consented to my words or not from her response. However, immediately after that, she obediently and slowly begins lowering her hips to sit down, perhaps to indicate that she did. As much as I know that it will take a little longer for our hearts to grow closer to each other, our bodies have already done so. I don't think, like, anything can, like, ruin your relationship, really, at this point. I think, like, this is, like, basically game over. Like, this is the end. This is endgame already. Like, we have, like, just finale with Setsuna Road. Unless, like, Setsuna going to suddenly appear, I mean, Kazusa going to suddenly appear. Like, there's nothing that can ruin them. Okay, I think I can let them speak again. Alright, I have to cut so I know where was the scene. 1 second. Okay, so we have morning. I mean, there's been morning already before, but... Are you... Am I supposed to, like... Okay, oof, they're sleeping. God damn it. Oh god, I thought it's another round and I will have to, like, mute them again. Jesus.
せつな。おはよう。おはよう。
As Cessna woke up and looked at me with her half-opened eyes, I felt like I could see a huge question mark written on her face. Is she still asleep? In any case, I know that she's definitely half asleep, given that she still hasn't figured out the situation yet.
春樹くんだ。
そりゃ俺だけど。
Wow. She's acting rather innocently and spoiled right now.
さ、せつな。
I feel like she hasn't had enough of me spoiling her. She even put her tongue in.
心臓が止まるような恋が
And she's singing.
あることを信じ
I swear. So, I swear, like, some of her, like, dialogue in the age scenes, I swear she sang some of them. I had them muted, so I don't know, but I swear to God it must be the case. Furthermore, she sings while kissing me. Over and over, our lips and tongues touch each other. Does I respond to Cessna half-conscious assault, intertwining my tongue with hers and sucking her saliva? What, you thought like it's a dream or something and he's not going to respond? But right when I started, Cessna suddenly pushed me away, widening her eyes.
Ohayo, Setsuna.
Taken aback, Cessna screamed when she noticed the saliva on her lips. Then she touched the area around her mouth with her finger. Really? Really? But I gathered all the saliva with my tongue and sent it down her throat. I can blame Cessna for being confused. Until morning clear today, she couldn't close her eyes for 3 days and nights in a row. In addition to all the singing practice, the actual concert, and our intense exertions. And now she was instantly dragged back into reality, most likely due to the contradictory circumstances between what she expected from her dreams and what actually happened. Because the me who exists in Cessna dreams must be a passive oaf. Whenever it's kissing or anything beyond, I bet she'll always be the bold, proactive one. Nah, I don't think you... Okay, think for a second like what happened like yesterday or at night. Yeah. I realized after thinking about it for a moment that low blood pressure isn't something you should worry about. It's an appropriate comment to make in like this in this situation. After all, while I was sorting through my thoughts, the color of Cessna's face was... Wow. At first, she was bright red, now she's turned pale. She must be really anxious. And now she's going to go mad again. She didn't realize. Okay, never mind. Never mind. As she removed the blanket wrapped around her and looked down, Cessna's face turned bright red once again. Because the gap between now and the last night is too great, she doesn't know what to do. Sure. With those words I could finally tell for sure. Cessna doesn't intend on forgetting about everything that happened yesterday, as well as everything leading up to it. She just regained her ability to sing, how she regained her fans, how she regained her courage to perform on stage, how she regained this bond. Yeah, she's happy, basically now. But while Cessna was processing her memories, she once again did something beyond my imagination, leaving me dumbfounded. Yeah. Call that. No one should apologize because they're happy, but of course I can possibly point out this shamelessly prudent fact right now. Cessna removed the blanket that separated us in swift motion and returned to the spot where she was just a moment ago. In other words, lying on my chest. Just like that, Cessna cried while clinging onto my chest. She's completely different from the excited girl she was last night. The girl who is right before me now is a persona which Cessna herself was supposed to have completely destroyed last night. The illusion I had always harbored within me, the innocent girl named Togiso Cessna.
知られちゃったね。
何を？
本当の私、春樹くんに見られちゃったね。
Pretty much.
全部。
She buries her face into my chest and sobs lightly. Then, with her face still buried, Setsuna slowly starts speaking.
認めます。あれが本物の小木曽刹那です。
True Ogiso Setsuna is fire, not gonna lie.
本物。
ネクラで恨みがましくてエッチくて。
それは。
Do I have any basis at all right now to tell her that she's not sort of person at all? She was wild, yeah. Setsuna is still haunted by what happened 3 years ago. Even when we confessed our love, or as we kissed, or while we were in each other's embrace, even during such blissful moments, she would suddenly recall the past and start sulking, getting mad, crying, and asking for atonement. However, the only way she tries to elevate those waves of negative emotions, be it to apologize and atone, or to aid and rehabilitate, was through the act of the man and woman longing for one another, acting out of the desire and pleasure. She wanted to make up for something that we should have been dealing with over the course of the 3 years in a mere 3 hours.
お願いです。どうか嫌いにならないで。
Nah, just being more horny. That resentful and perverted, but those are all connected by the single thread.
幻滅はもうしちゃったと思うけど。
刹那。
ごめんね。
It was all my fault. I'm the one who's supposed to shoulder this burden. That statement is logically correct, and they are the correct words for me.
さ、俺昔の俺の前で歌ってくれた刹那。
今の私は2番目でしかない。
不がった見方するなって。
こらだもん。
But if I look at it emotionally, it's completely wrong. To say that must sound like a cliche phrase by
今
now.
日になって順位が入れ替わ
Order changed. How convenient.
る。もしかしたらもうオチは割れてるかも。
全然わかる。
As she said that, Setsuna tightened her grip around me. I feel her heartbeat quicken against my chest as ghost booms appeared on her arms, and her face started to turn red again.
今俺の腕の中にいる刹那が世界で一番好きな女の子に。
Upon hearing those words that were correct, according to my emotions, the correct words for us, Setsuna reciprocated with the tightness of her embrace, with the warmth of her body. And with a single stream of tears, undoubtedly precious and pure, no matter how many times she shown them before.
なあ、刹那。そろそろ起き。
今何時？
5時。ちょっと過ぎたな。
Yeah, Haruki always waking up at 6:30, I think.
5時？それにしては。
こんなもんだろう、2月だと。
でも
腹減ったろ？晩飯食べる？まあ、簡単なもん。
晩ご飯？
I realized it in the middle of our conversation, but I held back from pointing it out until now. It seems Setsuna still isn't fully awake
あ
yet.
っちは西。もし東だったら、これ北枕になっちまう。
I told her that as I pointed at the view of the setting sun through the window. Okay.
ね
Nice.
ん？
え、迷惑だったよね。
何が？
思いっきり寝過ごしちゃって12時間も。
Nah, don't worry about that.
別にそんなこと。
In the end, I wasn't capable of dissuading the insistent Cessna for making dinner as a form of apology and chasing me out of my kitchen. Of course. If it can even be considered one. I had no choice but to trick, appease her with my guitar.
だって春樹くんずっと起きてたんでしょ。私が目覚めるまで。
ごちそうさまでした。
Nice, Haruki.
会話がつながってないよ。いつもそういうの注意するくせに。
Cessna didn't oversleep for 12 hours. After all, I normally wake up at 6 o'clock, so it was actually only 11 hours.
出してくれればよかったのに。
そんなことしてる暇なんかなかった。セツナの寝顔を見てるっていう重大な用があったし。
指ザクッといきそうになったよ。
そこでそうはならないのがセツナだもんな。ちゃんとその辺は信頼して口説いてる。
もうだからってからかわないでよ。
Yada. In exchange for enduring my three human desires for 11 hours, I was able to enjoy Setsuna with my entire body for the following 11 hours. So it's more than enough for me.
それにさ、謝るくらいなら目が覚めた時にすぐ起きてれば。
それは。
By the time I told her that it was about time to get up, it was around 5 o'clock in the evening. But Cessna just replied with the interjections like, or yeah, all while her face was buried in my chest. She wrote something on my back with her fingers too. Even though it was just two simple hiragana characters, she wouldn't tell me what it was. Interesting. And yet, at the same time, waves of words and emotions escaped from her mouth, giving me an idea of what it was. She breathed on my chest, slightly kissing me, rubbed her thighs against mine, and sometimes she even touched certain spots with her toes. But perhaps because the sun was still up, she refused to do anything beyond that. So she just gave up and slouched on top of me.
ほら、低血圧だって言ったよね。朝弱いんだよ。
今は夜の7時だけど。
It's... Oh yeah, it's evening, yeah. To put a long story short, we ended up flirting in the bed for over 2 hours. Great. I'm amazed that I managed to keep my wits about me. Yeah, I totally expected to have you, like, shut you up again for another
寝起きが弱いんだよ。もうそれくらい組んでよ。
そんなに弱いのか？
もう本当に辛いよ。朝ベッドの中で30分はもぞもぞしてる。
Yeah, it sounds like Chiaki problem. You ended up taking 4 hours long earlier though.
じゃあ今の時期なんか特に大変だろう。しかも冷え性だもんな、セツナ。
言ったっけ？
ああ、ゆうべ寒いって。
I mean, that is more than just cold. Like, you know that. Why you even, like, mention this? You know she didn't meant just, like, temperature. That's so weird. Sentence. Why you say this, Haruki? Like, you are fully aware. You even said it yourself that you know. It's not just temperature. That's why I never took my eyes off her. Just suddenly fall asleep in my embrace after having her body and her heart warmed up. Okay, yeah, okay, sure. So you do know. Never mind then. But the cold she felt before that was rather unusual. She felt cold despite her body not be feeling cold whatsoever. That's why if the warmth in her heart ended up subsiding again, and if she were to realize that I'm not next to her when she wakes up, the moment that thought crossed my mind, I couldn't bring myself to get out of bed. No, I couldn't even bring myself to fall asleep again.
やっぱり迷惑かけちゃってたね。
さっきも言っただろ。俺は俺で楽しかったって。
でも
嬉しかったんだ。本当だ。こんなに幸せを感じたことは 今までになかった。
I have a feeling like Sasuna is going to be very glued to Haruki, at least for some time, in the beginning of this relationship, in this like new relationship, I would say. Like, she always had issues, like, since like school, right, with friends, that people were like leaving her. That was like her whole trope and theme, basically, in the introductory chapter and stuff. Like, friends were leaving her and stuff, so she had really PTSD about this, so now even more. Like, they just got back together and she's really is going to be afraid if like Haruki going to leave her or not, you know? Like, it may actually take some time for her to process this and actually feel very calm again. But yeah.
俺が温めてあげられたから。俺だけができることだから。
I mean it. I feel truly blissful and fulfilled from the bottom of my heart. Because it's finally something I can do. I can finally hold on to Setsuna when she's freezing and share my warmth with her. And now I can continue to stay by her side until the day comes when she never feels cold again. Yeah. I love this Setsuna. We don't even got the lyrics, we just have her in the background. I love the Setsuna version. And I hope that someday she can fall asleep without me holding her. That she can come to believe she will be fine, even if we are separated. And that she will be able to feel genuinely happy from the bottom of her heart. Yeah, your parents gonna be kinda going mad at this point. You told them that you are going to, like, sleep somewhere else for the night? But yeah, you never mentioned the other night. If only the meager asset I had left over in my refrigerator at her disposal, Sasuna desperately tries to come up with something for us. It's been such a long time since I last tried her cooking, but that only makes it taste all the more nostalgic. I thought that it was only natural that it tasted delicious, and that saying such a thing to her wouldn't even be considered price. That's why I chose to focus on shamelessly setting my appetite, which is why when I hear her ask, does it taste good? When I was eating, I nearly choked. And Zasna found the opportunity to say that the moment she noticed that we were almost finished with the food on the table, as a decision she made on the 5th day since she first arrived at my apartment. Wait, this is like 5th day already? So what, like you are calling your parents that, hey, I'm not going to bug today? And like that, like each day? Huh.
せつなが本当に帰りたくなったのなら、俺には反対する理由はないけど。
I make it quite clear what my words are implying. You can stay as long as you like. Pretty much. I'm surprised that you like it's like 5 days. I did not expect that. I thought like it's like, you know, it's after night and this is like 2nd day. So she's supposed to go back home now. But no, it's like 5th day. What the hell? And I'm sure Sasna managed to read between the lines just fine. That's why she's nodded with a lonely yet happy expression before she said those words. So it was just one night. So what was it, like 5 days or 1 night? I'm confused. Someone help me in the comments. I'm losing my timeline here. And the decision she made on the 5th day, since she had first arrived at my apartment. But you did the thing last night. You contacted parents last night. I'm confused.
電話なら入れたよ。俺の部屋にいるって。コンサート疲れでずっと眠ってるって。
Okay.
ほんと委員長は抜かりがないよね。
I'd say speaking to Cessna Dad while she's stark naked and using my arm as a pillow as improper contact for the class representative though. Oh.
だから別にいつまでいてもいいんだ。
In the end, unsatisfied with the exchanging messages through our glances, I say it out loud.
バイトしばらく入れてないし、それに春休みだろ。
それでもこれ以上は
俺が叱られるから一緒に謝りに行くから許してもらえるまで毎日。
春樹くん
だから人がどう思うかなんて気にしないでいい。自分の気持ちだけで決めてくれればいいから。
And you're like, I forgot their ages, goddammit. It doesn't matter. But they're like, what, 24, 22? I don't remember. 20 something.
ゆっくり考えて決めればいい。
Like, you are adults. Like,
俺はそばを離れないから。
ずるいよ。
バレた？今のは単純に俺の希望。もう少し一緒にいたくて。
but yeah, like, Cessna family is like very traditional, I would say. And like, very strict. As far as the Japanese family goes. So, yeah. You can see why, like, dad would be angry and stuff like that.
そんなこと私に委ねられたら私二度とこの部屋を出られなくなる。春樹くんから離れられなくなっちゃうよ。
それならそれで俺は一向に構わない。
Still seated on the table after dinner, we find ourselves enveloped by the sweet yet heavy silence. With both our eyes cast downward, we think long and hard on a decision that won't hurt us, though it's also one that will bother us. But whenever we cast a fleeting glance at one another, our eyes look together and we smile happily at each other.
せめてさ。
Yeah, you are just like...
今夜もう一日くらいは泊まってきよ。
Stay for one more day, okay. Like, they really acting and behaving like a first-time pair in high school. With like these like little glances and like being shy and stuff like this. Yeah, like Andy, you said, like, what are you? High schoolers? This heavy yet blissful silence, although frustrating, feels pleasant nonetheless. God damn it! Shut up! No! No! You did forgive me! I will cut as much as I can, I swear! There's nothing happening, they're just like making some burgers and hot dogs and just like whole picnic and stuff and mayo and things. How long is this episode going to be? I don't know how much I recorded, to be honest, yesterday, and how much I will cut. Hurry. Okay, hurry up with what? Don't tease me, it's been poking me. And when night arrives, Cessna becomes a woman once again. Tonight, can we stay together like this? Yeah, I'm still okay, it will be okay, so... Even tonight, the moment I distance myself a little from Cessna's side, she adamantly forbade it, with a single statement of, I'm cold, of course. And yet tonight, Cessna kept saying I'm still cold, refusing to even take a single step back. Right now, the person before me. She's dark, resentful, and perverted, completely destroying the image that I and everyone else around her had made of her by ourselves, my naughty, passionate girlfriend. The side which Setsuna had long been concealing within her, the woman named Ogiso Setsuna. Our longing that has been suppressed for the 3 years is enough to change our love. Crushing it, twisting it, and flattening it into something devoid of its original form. On the surface, it seems so small that it doesn't seem to be worth mentioning, but in truth, it possesses an almost fearful purity and density, to the point where it's capable of causing a chemical reaction, changing everything in an explosive manner. Our adoration turns into dominance, our love turns into lust, and our passion only continues to grow even more fervent. Yes, this one final, the most incredible time I netted. The bed all dirty now. It's unquestionably my fault, no matter how I think about it. Yet Cessna took that unreasonable responsibility upon herself, deeply sobbing all the while. For the moment, I felt like I saw the trace of Cessna the girl appeared on her face once again. We good? Well, definitely felt good, but... we... good? We good. Oh, that's a new soundtrack. Right? I haven't heard this one. I think. Okay, I just checked the, like... just visually, like, pieces of the files, because I've cut, like, from time to time. Especially in scenes like this. Since yesterday, like, when you are watching this, I don't know how much I will edit this, but I recorded about around 2.5 hours. So the amount that is cut off is the amount that you missed. I think it's about 2.5 hours, roughly. I've been awake for a while, but I respond to the drowsy voice, acting as if I had just woken up a moment ago. After all, as much as I can't leave Cessna to her loneliness, loneliness, the way she is now, I can't let her sense that I'm worrying about her either. Cessna would definitely hate herself for her sporting state of being cold if she were to know my worry. Despite my desperate attempt to hide it, Cessna easily notices that in my heart and responds with a proper conclusion to all this. She must have become aware of the devilish temptation we're locked in. Yeah, we remember what happened when Chiaki was here last time. Yeah, we know that you can be locked up pretty much in the thing, like, forever. She must have truly understood that we would only drown in days of falling so far into the condense if we were to continue. I think the current drag we're indulging in is necessary, however. After all, Cessna has been fighting against so much pain and suffering for the past 3 years. Has only managed to overcome all her wounds just 2 days ago. At least, until the winter ends, I want to be there beside her, to give her warmth, to give her release from all the pain that's been plaguing her. Oh, that's what you meant. 5 days including practice. Oh, okay. So while they were practicing, she also was not at home. But she basically escaped home, like, last night. And that's why, like, I talked to them yesterday. Okay. Okay, I get this now. I don't know if you commented on this, but I think I get this now. In truth, however, I've realized why, or rather, I've come to understand why Cessna made this decision.
いろいろとあったけど、特に最初は辛いことや苦しいことが多くて、いろいろとひどいこと言っちゃってごめんなさい。
I bore witness to many shades of Setsuna in just a few short days. 100 shades of Setsuna.
俺の方こそいろいろと無理強いして悪かった。
The grateful side of Setsuna, the passionate side of Setsuna, the pitiable, sweet young girl she's during the day, the radiant, feminine woman she's at night.
そんなこと思わないで。だってあなたが強く願ってくれたから、私は歌を取り
And
戻
right now, in the end, perhaps I'm looking at the real Setsuna, her true form.
それに最後の2日はそれが一気に報われた。
A form that's neither that of the person she's during the day, nor during the night, as Setsuna welcoming daybreak with open
嬉
arms.
しかったよ。本当だよ。こんなに幸せを感じたことは。
それさっき俺が。
あ、そうだ。それにすごく気持ち。
おい。
Yeah, we know. An incredibly attractive juxtaposition. Jesus, what is this word? Comprising a young girl's gentleness and the passion of the grown woman. Someone who is capable of keeping the two contrasting strengths she holds in check. A girl by the name of Okisu
そ
Setsuna.
のせいでお部屋とかお風呂とかベッドとかちょっとだけ汚しちゃったけど。
So now I know this is the person Setsuna was truly meant to be.
その明日帰る前に洗濯とお掃除だけしていきます。いろんなところに痕跡が残ってそうで。
Though she's not free from acting spoiled and selfish, she occasionally endures things she shouldn't to the point of hurting herself. Yep, that sounds like her. Only to lose her temper as a result of the recoil.
いいよ別に。俺としては絶対に消してほしくないから。
I really don't think anything like can go wrong at this point in White Album and in this road. I think like this is like basically the end of the road. Like there is no way there's like much more left, I think. Like in like other roads, like if we had this situation with the other character, right? Like, hey, we're in love with each other and stuff, then we still needed the resolution with Setsuna and stuff. So everything was always like ending with like, you know, fixing stuff between Haruki and Setsuna by leaving behind the past. But now we like embraced the past, I guess, and move forward. So that sounds like conclusion. Like, I feel like we're near the end. Like, nothing can just like go wrong at this point. I don't know, like, unless like maybe I don't know, like Tomo is going to do like some weird shit. I don't know what she would have to do, but I don't know. Like, there's nothing left really. We can go to the ski trip basically with Take and Io, if you think about this, and we can have another age scene there, I guess, or something. And remember the hot springs. I don't know. Like, I don't know how are they supposed to like continue with this. Like, we are basically done.
春樹くん。
Like, what's left? I know that she will definitely stand on her own 2 feet after everything. No matter how pitiful or difficult the road ahead of her is, she will endure, preserve, and someday overcome her obstacles. And that's what makes her the most attractive woman in the world, a woman who is fully aware of her weakness, but derives genuinely strength from knowing them. I don't think even Cessna is capable of fucking this up at this point. It's starting to get a little bright. It will be only a few hours till dawn arrives, and our time together inches ever shorter along with it.
なあ、刹那。
Also, and the other possibility, like if like something could have to go to hell or something, that would be only if like Kazusa is still in Japan and she just walks somewhere. I have a feeling like Haruki, like, you know, he thinks like she's not around, but like if he would see her, then like he would have like second thoughts again, and that would like probably destroy everything again. Especially when Setsuna would see Kazusa, that would like terrify her as fuck. That would like trigger really like the PTSD of like being left again. Okay, but anyway, let's see where this is going. And yet Setsuna still hasn't fallen asleep, even though the warmth of our countless embraces should have made her tired by
さ
now.
て、デートしよう。どっか出かけよ
Hell yeah, date with
そうしたい
Setsuna.
けどもしかしたら外出禁止になってるかも。
Oh my god. Imagine being grounded while being 20 something. Perhaps Setsuna also want to cherish the warmth of our skin against each other for as long as she can. As I do.
う。なら、電話する。
Japanese families are scary.
俺のギター、聴いてくれるか
Some of them.
そんな嬉しいこと言わないでよ。あなたがそんなに優しいから、だから私ダメになっちゃうんだよ。
But perhaps she's desperately thinking for the future that will come for the both of us after Dan arrives tomorrow, as I'm doing at this very
で
moment.
も、俺の方は、刹那と会えないと。
はるきくん。
Compared to Setsuna, who seems to have resolved herself for whatever is to come, I feel rather
リ
ashamed.
バウンドが怖いんだ。今のこの夜が、明日は来ないんだって思うと。
Yeah. I'm the one that should be protecting Setsuna. That's my duty. This I know full well.
私だって怖いよ。本当ははるきくんよりもよっぽど怖いんだよ。
だったら、あと1日くらいは。
でも今乗り越えるしかないんだよ。明日になれば余計に離れるのが怖くなる。一人でなんて
I like this
二度
Setsuna.
と眠れなくなる。
I like this Setsuna. Holy shit. That's so good.
刹那。
I love it. Who among the two of us in truth is dependent on the
だ
other?
からはるきくん、今は
それでも、あさって会おう。ダメなら、
だからそんなだと私はい
あさって会ったら、次は、そのみ。
はるきくん
Are you listening? Even so, even if I'm acting rather unseemly at this point, I can't afford to give up on my yearning for what comes
その
next.
次は、その4日後に会おう。
It's taken us so long to come together again. It's cost us too much for my wishes spinning 3 years to come to fruition.
少しずつ、少しずつ、一緒にいる時間を調整して、ゆっくり、ゆっくり日常に溶け込もう。
There's no way I can control myself that easily.
幸い今は春休みだ。俺たちのリハビリには最適だろ。
My words speaking of wonders that would appear only in our dreams. Cut Setsuna off while she was still talking in the middle of it all. Perhaps she thinks I'm being too ridiculous. Perhaps she thinks I'm being too pathetic. Or perhaps she thinks I'm being too arrogant. What am I even thinking? None of those things would even occur to her, even if she were to picture me in the worst way possible. But I still wish to see Setsuna. The truth is, I want to see her every day.
そのリハビリには一つ致命的な欠点があるんだけど。
Okay. Setsuna ended up putting her face in my chest, such that I could not see her expression.
上限はどこ？
上限。
会えない時間はどこまで広がるの？10日？1月？
Oh wow,
1年？
3 years.
それとも3年？
あ、
そんなの私も二度と耐えられない。
Yeah,
絶対に
I knew like
だよ。
the problem of being left behind is going to be like very prominent here at this point, at least for some time.
刹那
Such is the extent of the damage she received.
もうやだ。せっかく帰る決心したのに。春樹くん、私を落として楽しいの？私、本当はまだ乗り越えてなんか。
The bravado of her strong-willed self has faded, and what I'm saying before me right now, in its place, is the face of the young girl called Setsuna.
じゃあこうしよう。間隔が1週間になったら
1週間？
In response to witnessing Setsuna's slightly frail, faltering form, I endeavor to hide my own weakness and respond with a facade of strength. I feel longing for her, loneliness, even when I see Setsuna's strong side. And those emotions change, and I become immersed in worrying and adoring for her when Setsuna becomes weak again.
そうバイトとかゼミとか就職活動とかがあっても必ず1週間に一度は
I don't like that, like, I know why they're doing this, but I don't like the... giving, like, them the restraints like that. Of, like, 1 week. Last time when, like, Haruki had to meet with someone in a specific time, he just, like, totally missed the meeting the whole day. Talking about Mario Road.
誓う？
Oh my god, yeah, he's going to definitely miss something. Okay,
ちなみに私は誓います。
that's foreshadowing. They're going to miss a meeting. They're not going to meet in the week, and Setsuna going to cry, and she's going to be like, "You promised, you lied to me again," or something like that. I swear, like something is like that's over exaggerating. That would be over exaggeration, probably. Like Haruki will like miss the day or something, or Setsuna will miss a day. And like one of them will overreact. I swear. And then we're going to have the age scene so we can calm our nerves. For knowledge. We'll see. My astonishingly crafty self right now.
大丈夫だよ刹那俺たちはもう大丈夫なん
本当に？
これからは何があっても受け止めるから刹那のこと話さないから
Simply a foundation of my love towards Setsuna, however small and narrow, albeit deep and profound it may be.
じゃあ、今それを証明
いいよ
晴れるくらいに抱きしめて。
本当に折れたらごめんな
大丈夫。苦しくて死にそうになっても絶対に言わないよ。だってそれある意味理想の死に方だよね。
I mean, you wanted to stay in this room forever, right? You said that last time.
それは大丈夫とは言わない
No way I'm going to have to shut them up again. No way. That's why I followed our promise, embrace Setsuna as hard as if I was trying to break her. Okay, I think like we're safe. Whew! Okay. And the next morning, in the end, Setsuna left my apartment at 11 o'clock. She woke up at 8 AM and she spent exactly 2 hours squirming on my bed. Okay. Woo! We survived. Oh? Oh, we are meeting with Setsuna at her house. Okay. Well, that's for another episode. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me. It's been a long episode probably, but yeah. And I feel like I'm getting worse and worse in terms of health right now. I don't think I can record more like much longer. But yeah. Anyway, I love this road. Like Setsuna is just amazing in like couple of like past episodes. Haruki as well, but especially Setsuna. Anyway, yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Click the like button if you liked the episode, subscribe for more, check my Discord, and become a member if you would like to support me and see episodes earlier. Thank you once again, and for now, Pocket Watch is going out.